Well, it was a huge year in the music industry with Taylor Swift and Bad Bunny headlining the charts. Let's talk about it with publicist and music commentator Eric Alper, who joins us now live to recap the top stories in music in 2025. Erica, good evening. Good to see you. Let's talk about it. T Swift, I thought it was this year that she was here in Toronto for this massive headline show. I had to Google it. No, it was last year. She's been at the top for a couple of years standing now. Tell me about some of the highlights in Taylor Swift's world.
Yeah, if anybody would consider her record-breaking tour to make Taylor Swift take a little bit of a break, they were sadly mistaken. Not only did she release 37 different versions of her latest album called The Life of a Showgirl, but she also got engaged and made the NFL ratings go through the roof yet again. There is the documentary that is out right now. There was the theatrical screening of the documentary before it was on television. She's all over the news no matter where she goes. And, a quiet year, far from it. I think that, her off days would put most people's good days to rest. So expect to see a lot more from Taylor Swift in 2026, even if she doesn't decide to tour.
Yeah, fans, I think, just, sit there hanging with bated breath, waiting for any little nugget that Taylor Swift releases, right? She's just made such a big splash on the music scene. Also, another person who has is Bad Bunny. It wasn't that long ago. People didn't know who Bad Bunny was. Now he had an incredible year, and he's going to be headlining the Super Bowl in 2026 as well.
Yeah, Bad Bunny happens to be the biggest selling artist in 2025 in the world. Not only did he release a couple of amazing releases, including albums, but yes, as you mentioned, he's going to be headlining the Super Bowl, much to the chagrin of about 30% of the Americans who want somebody else to do it. But they quickly forget that Bad Bunny also appeared at the Super Bowl a number of years ago, so this isn't his first time there. And it really shows that no matter what kind of language you sing in, this year was the year that really global music and different languages other than English broke through. That's what happens when we all have access to the same songs, no matter where you are in the world. If it's great music, it's going to get heard. And that's one of the big successes of 2025, was just the fact that Bad Bunny doesn't sing in English, but it didn't seem to stop tens of millions of fans from buying up his albums and singles.
Yeah, no question. You don't have to understand what he's saying to hear and acknowledge a good beat when you hear one. You can't help but get out of your seat when you hear a Bad Bunny song. Something that had some of these artists out of their seats as well in protest is AI and the way it's now being used. So what changed in 2025?
Well, the biggest change was that the music industry took a look at what was going on in the film and in the news industry and the television industry and realized that they better get ahead of the AI companies. So the three big major labels of Sony, Universal, and Warner started to do deals with these AI content companies, allowing them to use the music and the lyrics and the voices of some of the biggest artists in music history. What this means is that there could be a lot of music being released in 2026 that has no human connection whatsoever. In fact, right now, there's 140,000 new songs being uploaded each and every single day on Spotify and the other music streaming companies. A third of that is entirely created by AI. And the scary thing is that one study says that 97% of us can't figure out if it's a human creator or if it's AI creation. And I'm not so sure that it's going to matter next year. A good song might be a good song, even if it is all completely computer generated. And so this is what is going to be one of the big stories is, could you and I be now doing a duet next year with Bad Bunny or Taylor Swift if we wanted to? And a couple of people out there said, yeah, it's entirely possible that we might actually have the power to do that now that these deals have been done.
Yeah, I'll stick to singing in the shower, Eric. No one wants to hear me duetting with anybody, let's be honest. I want to ask you one more.
AI can fix that. Don't worry. You and I will have a duet. It'll be great.
Or it can be like Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Why not? Let's do it.
If I can be Lady Gaga, that'll be fine by me.
Let me ask you as well, Beyonce, Cowboy Carter, she swept up all the awards. She had a spectacular year as well. What did you see from Beyonce this year?
Yeah, look, anybody that can put an entire genre to task was very well known this year that country radio, especially in the U.S., did not take kindly to somebody like Beyonce messing with their genre, and in fact, kind of, ignored her for a long period of time. They didn't believe that she was actually country, but the fans spoke, and country radio finally relented, playing her, bringing her to the top of the charts, and that Cowboy Carter tour broke records. She is the biggest selling Black female artist to sell that many tickets in music history. So what she's going to do next is anybody's guess. She's already conquered R&B and rap and country. So who knows what she's going to do in 2026, but she's not going to be silent.
Yeah, no question. But I can't believe we got through a recap of the biggest music stories of 2025. And Eric Alper didn't even mention Oasis.
All right.
Added
Oasis.
to the list. Added to the
Tour
list.
of the year, bar none. It was the single most greatest show I've seen in the last 25 years. 50,000 people for 2 nights trying to get out of the place. It was remarkable. It was just a tour that nobody ever thought would ever happen, including the Gallagher brothers. So are they going to come back? Liam Gallagher says no, not until 2027, but he's lied to everybody before. Cross fingers and hope that maybe we can get a rerun of one of the greatest tours that rock music has ever seen.
Awesome. Publicist and music commentator Eric Alper, thanks so much for your recap, and a pleasure to talk to you as always. Have a great night.
Thank you so much for having me.